inviting me as a chief guest of today's World Blood Donors Day program, and also taking some risk of calling me, as she rightly mentioned, because for conducting such a beautiful event and calling all the blood donors, the real lifesavers, and felicitating them, because this is the one noble thing we are doing in our life. As you all know, blood is, we cannot manufacture blood anywhere like any other medicine. ರಕ್ತಕ್ಕೆ ರಕ್ತವೇ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. And blood should always flow ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 25 times 30 times ಎಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಇವ್ರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಇವರ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಏಜ್, and almost I think every year, twice or thrice in a year, they have started donating the blood. See, donation is something which we are giving like without any expectation. So if you donate blood, most of the time you are not even knowing where this blood will go, which person will get this blood, but still it will definitely save a mother for a child and also husband for a lady. So it is something, some work we are doing without any expectation. And also even we call this blood donation as the voluntary blood donation, because in previous days we used to have blood banks where we used to call the donors and used to give some incentives for them. But now it's not like that, because even in our blood safety wing also we have certain guidelines. We cannot make a person forcefully call them and ask them to donate the blood. So by having this voluntary blood donation and voluntary blood donors group, now we can say that even the blood also, it's a safe. Nobody can just go inside the blood bank and he can give the blood, and also it's whatever the collected blood, it will go for processing with different kinds of testing and all, and whatever the blood we are giving to a patient, now it is very much safe. ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡಂಥ ಏನು ರಕ್ತ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಸೇಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಒನ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್, ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ if you see any kind of infection and all, we'll discard the blood. Some estimate prakara 1% of the population, whatever the population is in need of blood. See, in our district, especially Dakshin Kannada, Udupi and all, the awareness is so much that people will come forward, because so many organizations, so many youth clubs and all, they will conduct almost blood donation camps almost every week. Every Sunday we'll be seeing in the newspaper, media and all, one or the other organization is conducting some blood donation camp. But why I am telling this, I have even worked as the voluntary blood donation officer at the time of district AIDS control officer. That was one of the primary responsibility given for us at that time. So when we visited some of the places like Bellary, my northern state and all, the number of blood donation happening in a blood donation camp is 1-2. Even though they have so much of publicity and they make some kind of some big function and all, people will come there, but finally when they call for the blood donation, because I have seen this, 2 or 3 people come, because the awareness, many people still they have their own myths and misconceptions about blood donation. ಅವ್ರೀಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದವರು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಇವರೇನು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವೀಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಂದ ಹರಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 30 to 50 plus blood bags in one camp, because ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡೋನರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ನೀವು ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನಾವೀಗ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಡೋನರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯೂ ಕಮರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್. Now with our Red Ribbon Club and Youth Red Cross and so many other organizations in the colleges and all, the awareness is very good. They come forward, students will actually, they stand in line. Sometimes when because of some issues, when we reject them, they feel very sad seeing that ನನಗೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವರು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡೋರು ತುಂಬ ಮಂದಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ದೇ ಫೀಲ್ ದೆಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೈ ಬಿ ಪಿ ಇಸ್ ಹೈ, ಸೊ ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್. ಇವನ್ ಬಿ ಪಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ just screen you people, and if at all if there is real contraindication, then only they will send you back, otherwise they will accept that. So ಈ ತರದೊಂದು ಕೆಲವು ಮಿಸ್ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನನಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಥಿಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥವ್ರು. And
is for you to recognize you that you are as an organization motivating and saving life, that great work which you are doing in your own way, may be small, but it is a great help to the person who is on deathbed. When the blood is required, it is given, or the plasma or whatever may be blood products, you are saving life. We read in the paper sometimes when students come for sightseeing or go to the seashore and getting drowned, and at that time some fishermen or some expert swimmers, they run, go, swim across the current, and then they save those who are getting drowned. Sometimes they themselves have got drowned and sacrificed their life. What is important is to save life. Earlier, that kind of thinking was not there, giving blood. But later, blood donation started, and now organ donation also is there. It is ethical, it is permitted, and that has to be done whenever it is possible. And therefore what is needed is a lot of education, information, and also that we should organize such activities like not only blood donation, organ donation, and giving more and more information to the young generation. Seniors now cannot donate, and those are sick also sometimes not possible. Maybe from the age of 30 to 45, I have also donated more or less 14 or 15 times. But now, age doesn't permit. So also for many, age doesn't permit. But whereas for others, youngsters, some of you have donated 25 times, 30 times, 12 or 15. It is really a great thing that you are doing, a great sacrifice. Blood, as the doctor said, has no substitute. Blood, only the substitute is blood. For food and we have number of substitutes, but for blood there is no substitute. All the clinicians, when they want to save the life, blood or blood products should be available, and now there is a good system by the government that all the it is online and all blood centers are connected, and whenever the blood is needed, you can contact any of the blood centers and we can get it online what blood is available. And even through WhatsApp groups, a lot of information is passing on, and sometimes that has saved the life. Whereas sometimes people only simply float some false news that so and so such and such a group of blood is needed and so on, and blood should not be wasted or should not go waste. Even mega camps, as sir said, and we are in Father Muller's for the last many years we are conducting blood donation camps, and most of these organizers who are here today, lot of immense support, and many times they want to come and organize. but we have to see how much we can store and how much is blood given, and therefore even when there is a good interest for your group and the youngsters are ready to donate, sometimes it is not possible to collect blood and to conduct so many camps. We have certain restrictions, and sometimes we have to say no because when there is a blood stock is there, and sometimes when we call, you are organizing, and you people are a great support, or whatever may be the organizations from all communities. We have a very good rapport, and therefore you are here. We are really grateful to you for this gesture of love and concern and care. So also the donors who have come over here, it is not because of other mullahs, but it is what you have kept in mind is a person who is suffering, who is in need of blood, whose life can be saved, and he may be a breadwinner or maybe a only son to the mother, or whoever may be, life is precious. At any cost it has to be saved, and therefore what you are doing is a great noble task, and it is God's own work that you are doing. Therefore I am sure God will bless you, your family, and all that you do. Whatever we do to the least of our brothers, it is said that it is the charity, the love. Today for us Christians, we celebrate the feast which is called the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The heart is symbol of love. Heart is symbol of emotions, feelings, and all that comes from the heart. And when we say, oh, he is a very humble person, he is a person of heart. Whereas when someone is very ruffian or sometimes filled with anger, hatred and so on, we say, oh, that man, he has no heart at all, we say. So we should have a humble and humble heart, so that we feel for others. When someone else suffers, it is we who suffer. And if that is the kind of empathy we show, then certainly we can motivate and save many lives. Sickness is the leveler, whether you are rich, male or female, doctor or a person, ordinary person, sickness can come to anyone at any time. Therefore, sickness is like a sword which cuts everyone equally. Or death is ultimately the sword that is hanging on everyone's head. At any time it may fall down on our own head. So, as long as we live and we allow others to live and live in peace. That should be the concern, and that is the fraternity. I am grateful to all the organizations and all the donors, and especially the Department of ISPT and Blood Center for their planning, and every year they plan this activity.